Nightly greetings, one and all. William Theo here, homegrown, and happy to bring you PTV News Now. Starting off our stories for tonight. Yesterday, he was in Nueva Ecija handing out farm machinery and a set of rolling soil laboratories to farmers off the province and engaging them in an ad hoc sit-down chat to listen to their concerns. Make no mistake, the president is out to lift the lives of those who put food on our meal tables. But they, the nation's farmers and fisherfolk, are not the only ones. Like a good shepherd, the president has the welfare, safety, and well-being of each and every one in the flock in heart and mind. Among them, the hardworking and undercompensated daily wage earners, to whom he had no second thoughts, granting them the largest hike or raise in their daily take-home pay to the tune of 50 pesos. The 50 peso wage hike is the highest ever granted by the Regional Tripartite Wages and Productivity Board in the history of the NCR, raising the current rate of 645 pesos a day to a shade under 700 or 695 pesos each working day. This latest wage hike is expected to benefit at least 1.2 million workers in the non-agricultural sector in the NCR. The Department of Labor and Employment chimed in earlier today. Effectivity date of the updated minimum wage of the NCR is on the 18th of July. Meanwhile, first responders are being provided the eyes and ears they need in perilous situations and hazardous environments by a Seattle startup and drone-making company. VOA's Natasha Mozgovaya tells us more.
This drone can break a window to fly inside a building in hazardous conditions, navigate and create a 3D map of the environment without use of GPS, and establish two-way communications with survivors of a natural disaster or attackers in the case of a hostage crisis. If it falls on the ground upside down, it can turtle, flip upright, and launch itself up in the air. A Seattle startup is aiming to provide drones for first responders. The company has already deployed its Lemur 2 model drone with several law enforcement agencies in the U.S.
Long term, we're really interested in this idea of making the police helicopter obsolete and using drones to respond to all 911 calls in seconds. So use drones to deliver Narcan, AEDs, EpiPens, give firefighters a live thermal imaging view of a structure fire before they even arrive on scene, like tell police if what that person is holding is a lighter or a gun before they show up.
Development, prototyping and manufacturing of the drones all take place in the same building in Seattle. The company doesn't have the luxury of procuring cheap components from other countries.
The entire global supply chain for drone components is really based out of a single city, which is Shenzhen, China. We're NDA compliant, which means that we don't utilize any electronics, any silicon from China, Russia, Iran, other countries on an entity list. We've had to sort of build a domestic supply chain for all of the componentry inside of this bird.
Bring's drones started as indoor devices, but the company enhanced their outdoor capabilities after the drones were used for reconnaissance and rescue missions in Ukraine and after the 2023 earthquake in Turkey. Natasha Mozgovaya, VOA News, Seattle, Washington.
And right now, let's turn to my colleague in PTV's Baguio City studios for what's cooking of late in the Cordilleras. Breves.
Naimbagarabi, nakikaykay sa ti lokal gobyerno ti Baguio City iti panakailukaat ti selebrasyon ti maikatalupulok at pituan National Resilience Month ita Hulyo. Indauluan ni Baguio City Mayor Benjamin Magalong kenda dumapay nga opisyal ti motorcade a pinasatanmet dagiti ahensya ti gobyerno. Nadaan mat iti tree planting ijay Botanical Garden. Panggap ti selebrasyon a mapagbalin an andor dagiti tattao iti anyaman adidigra baban iti nagduduma a pamayan. Kabayatan na, nakalinya ti nagduduma nga aktibidad para iti month-long celebration kas iti Emergency Operations Center Training, Rescue Olympics, ken dadumapay.
It only reminds us that we, public servants, especially many of you are actually in the uniform service, at ating mga volunteers, are actually always at the front line of any disaster. We cannot be complacent this time because of climate change. We expect na talagang there will be a dramatic change in the weather pattern and that will also spell more disaster.
Iti sabali pay adamag, tapno mapasaya ti pisikal a salunat ken memorya dagiti pulis amang suporta iti abilidad da amang ramid iti trabaho da. Inrugin ti Baguio City Police Office ti Pulisteniks fitness program. Nakipaset tinasruk 2 gasota pulis iti BCPO. Iti datos ti BCPO saan ang umato iti 5% a pulis ti obese ken overweight iti syudad. May patungpal ti Pulisteniks program iti 2 adaras iti may sa alawas tunggal Martes ken Huwebes. Sigun iti panakangiwat ti BCPO nabayagan nga adati kastoy a programa ngam italaeng manen anabiyag. May palagip amay sa kadagiti imbili ni PNP Chief Nicolas Torre III kadagiti pulis ket ti mandatory fitness training. May paayan iti may sa atawen dagiti pulis nga obese iti timbangda.
Itong Pulisteniks na ito ay yung physical conditioning kasi siyempre sa aming mga pulis kailangan we are physically and mentally fit kasi kasali yan sa ating pagtugon sa aming trabaho.
Dagiti damdamag manipod ito'y PTV Cordillera. Siya ni Breves Busaw, Naimbag Arabi.
Many thanks, Breves. And with that, we draw curtains on tonight's program. Join us anew tomorrow for another set of breaking stories, both here and abroad at the hour. And always stay connected by catching the news right here. William Theo wishing you all a cool and restful evening ahead. Thank you for watching PTV News Now.